my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so glad to see you today for Friday. Woo! We made it through the week, and we are on to day 9 of our 25 days of Christmas. So, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I hope that you find this to be a cozy little corner of YouTube where you feel like you can curl up, maybe with a mug of hot cocoa, maybe with a crochet or a knit project or whatever it is that you like to do. And just take a deep breath and relax for a little bit. If this is not your first time here, thank you so much for coming back. My know me, I am so happy to see you today. I hope you had a great week and that you are ready for the weekend. And are you guys ready to see day 9 of our 24 days of hot cocoa advent calendar? Let's pop her open. Day 9 is another elf on the shelf. What? That's so funny. I think that day 8 and day 9 are both elf on the shelf, and they're the only 2 elf on the shelf. So if you are new here, I am doing 25 days of Christmas, and every day I'm coming on here and struggling to open this advent calendar. There we go. And we are making an item of the day where I show like mostly ornaments for this little tree in the background that I'm making every day, or other little things like little amigurumis and whatnot. I'm making a snowflake of the day and opening one of these hot chocolates, if I could. I think the perforation on this one is actually not good. There we go. Oh, and I'm also doing a shout out of the day to finish my thought. And moving my chair over, I can show you. Hide this for a second. Well, you can sort of see it. Epic fail. We made a tree skirt, and you can see some of the ornaments on our little tree over there. So today is day 9, and we have the gingerbread hot cocoa today. This one was really good. I just had it like 2 days ago, I think. But I'm going to start saving the duplicates for my husband when he gets home for break, which he will actually be home for break pretty soon, so he'll be able to have that. But the gingerbread one was really good. It was my favorite until the next day when I had the raspberry hot cocoa, because that one was so good. So I'm going to set this aside, and hubby can have it when he gets home. And for today's snowflake of the day, we are going to be using our 100 Snowflakes to Crochet book. If you are new here or you have missed the 25 days of Christmas so far, every day I'm going in order and doing the next snowflake. So today's is the Boreas. Boreas was the ancient Greek name for the cold north wind, a fitting title for this icy crystal. And here is what it is supposed to look like. It is the pink one. And here is how mine came out. So I think that came out really pretty. I did it in the Red Heart Super Saver Metallic with, and it's a 4-weight yarn, and I did it with a 5mm hook. Let's see if putting something behind this helps. There you go. It's not blocked yet, but taking the snowflake. But guess what I did get? Da, 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 da. I actually didn't have any cornstarch, but now I have cornstarch, and I am going to try blocking these snowflakes. So I think I might try blocking them today even. So if I can squeeze in the time to block this today, then maybe tomorrow I'll be able to show you guys how it came out. And when I am able to, even if it's not today, it'll be very soon. I will definitely take video of like kind of the process and everything and include that in there in case anyone else is interested. So I'm going to be doing water and cornstarch. So excited to try that. But here is today's snowflake. And I think it'll look better once it's blocked. But I think that's going to be the case for most of them. It'll help straighten it out a little bit. Because it's very, very, they're very floppy when they're not blocked. So, but I'm very happy with it. I think it's cute. So as you guys know, yesterday I made an elf girl, which I will go ahead and show you in case you missed her. She has a little ponytail, little braid, and a little sparkly green hair tie. And she was originally going to be an ornament, but I decided that while I was working on it, I was like, what if I put these in little pockets on the ugly Christmas sweaters I'm making for my little niece and nephew? So I decided maybe I'll make it instead into a little pocket buddy and pocket elf, if you will, and decided to go that route. So today I made the boy elf, and I'm going to go ahead and insert a little clip of the process of me working on it, and then I will show you what he came out like. Okay, so I am working on my boy elf, and currently I am doing a little bit of a collar. I guess it would be a collar. And what I'm doing is I worked in the back loops only for a round before I switched to the head color. And now I'm going into those back loop onlys and I'm slip stitching. And then I'm chaining and doing little picot stitches. So I slip stitch and then I chain 3. And then I go back into that first stitch to make it into a picot, and I slip stitch into it. So that is what I'm currently working on. And that is just so that I can make a little elf collar. After I finish this one, I'll show you what it looks like. So far, anyways. It's kind of difficult to show you what I'm doing because since the head and the neck are really close together, I have to flip this all over while I'm working on it. But here's what it's looking like. These little ruffled collars that elves have. And then down here, I did 2 rows of red, one of them being the back loop only row, another back loop only row. And then I did some double crochets, and I didn't do any increases this time. For the girls one, I did increases so that I could make it into a dress. But his is just supposed to be like a tunic because, elves wear tunics. But I did the red because that's going to be like a belt, and then I'm going to do a yellow belt buckle. So everything is just kind of worked in a continuous piece, and so you don't have to sew it on. So the red is going to be the belt, and this is the continuation of the shirt. And then I'm adding a ruffly collar, and I think that that'll look really good. I think that'll really bring the elfin. I feel weird saying elvish because when I think elvish, I think fantasy style elves, and I'm like, these are Christmas elves. They're very different. I feel like they should be elves. They're elfish. So I'm just going to keep working on this collar, and I'm going to do the same thing for the arms. I'm going to try. I'm not 100% sure if it'll work out for the arms now that I think about it, just because the arms are so small. I don't know if there's enough room to get the point across that it's like little ruffles, but I'll try. And then the green yarn that I have, I'm hoping I have enough to do arms because this is what I have left. This was a scrap Well, it was like a bigger ball, but I've been using it for a lot of stuff, so this is what's left right now. I was finishing up the body and I was like, "Oh no." I didn't realize that was so low. But if I don't have enough, then it's okay. It just won't have arms. And with like little cute things like this, they don't necessarily need arms. I actually was just talking to my husband last night about how when I make like little cute things, I actually a lot of times personal preference, I like them without arms. Like when I make like my pocket gnomes, for example, I actually like them without arms. I think they look really cute without arms. Um and so I was asking his opinion about the girl elf because I wasn't sure if I was going to put arms on her or not. And once I showed him what the arms looked like, he was like, "Yeah." It at first he was like, "No, I totally agree. I think they're going to look cuter without arms." And then when I showed him what it looked like with arms, he was like, "Actually, in this particular circumstance, I think it looks cuter with arms." So I'm just gonna play it by ear. If I have enough yarn for the arms, then I'll do arms, and if I don't, then I won't. If I can't, then I shan't. And I'm gonna do a little bit of hair on him, and then he's actually gonna wear a hat, so he doesn't need a whole lot of hair. But I thought I would give you guys a little glimpse into the process. Almost got this done. I just need to slip stitch it, and that is looking very, very exactly like I was hoping. Very happy with that. Yay! Pico stitches for the win. They help so much with amigurumi. I thought I would let you guys know what yarns I'm using while I'm down here. So I'm pretty sure both of these were big twists. So like a big twist red and this dark green. Not 100% sure the colors because they don't have the ball bands. This floppy skein, whatever, however you want to say it, is also big twist, and it is in the color cream. And these are all worsted weight yarns. And then for the hair, I'm going to be using this color, which is the same color I used for the girls' hair. I've just been using this color because they're wearing red, and I didn't want to do anything like too red where it would like blend in. So I was like, this is like a very nice, like, neutral hair color. And it is the color camel. So I guess I'm using all big twist for these. I just realized. And then this is what that hair color looks like. So I thought it actually, when I was going to do her at first, I was going to do yellow hair, but then I saw this color and I was like, actually, I'm glad I went with this color. I do think yellow would look cute though too. And then my safety eyes, they're just from Amazon, and they come in like a kit. And I actually have literally one of that eye size left. I don't know how that happened. I have an odd number apparently. So I'm going to need to get more tiny eyes because I don't use the tiny eyes very often, but I finally, this was the only tiny ones that I had since I started doing crochet, and I finally used them all up. So gonna have to try to figure out what size those super tiny ones are. And to give you guys an idea, in case you want to make them too, these ones are super small. They're like the same size as the part that you stick into the amigurumi. So they are very, very tiny. Usually for small amigurumi, I use these ones. But these are very small. Very small. And I had a certain look in mind for them. I normally like kind of oversized eyes when I make things, but I wasn't going for that kind of look. I wanted these to be like, classic elf look, like Christmas elves, and I thought that little eyes would work better for them. But that is what I am currently working on, and I will show you when I am finished with him. Okay, guys, so you saw a little clip of the process, and I did change things a little bit from there because, I always do that. But are you guys ready to see how he came out? Da 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 da! Is he not so adorable? I actually like him even more than the girl. I think he's so cute. And I love his little ears. Adorable. And I think that this is going to be perfect to go in a little pocket. I actually think not having arms will make it easier to go in a pocket. And I'm actually thinking that this will go in my nephew's pocket. So I was thinking that I would put this in the pocket, and it'll be really easy to insert into the pocket because it doesn't have arms and like stuff to catch. Like this hair and the bow and the arms and everything, they're not, like they're going to catch going in and out of a pocket. So I think that this one can go to my sister since she wanted one. And this one will go in my nephew's pocket. And then I might make like a baby one or something to go in my niece's because she is a newborn and her sweater is going to be really small. This is actually probably a bit too big for her sweater. I don't have her sweater out right now. I have them both put into a bag so that they stay like, safe and they don't get pet hair on them and things like that. But this is it next to my hand. I think it'll be perfect, kind of sticking out of a pocket. And that'll work on my nephew's because he's a toddler and his is bigger, but hers is so small that this is probably like a really good chunk of the length of her sweater. So I think that I will do that, but I think this is going to be so cute. I actually really, really love how he came out. They're so adorable. This kind of reminds me of like a bowling pin or something. I don't know, like something that would like balance. Yeah, I did think a Weeble Wobble. If you couldn't tell, my husband got home for his break in the middle of me filming that last clip. And that's why I had to start and stop again. And so those are my make of the day. Not my makes of the day. Oh, no. I was going to show you guys him in the tree, but he got down. Link was trying to get into the tree. He was trying to have a cameo in the video, like always, because it's his channel. This is his YouTube channel. And then last, but certainly not least, my shout out of the day. So my shout out of the day for today is going to be Stitchity Doodle. If you haven't checked her out, you should. I'm going to link her down in the description box below. And she does absolutely adorable amigurumi. She does like a lot of amigurumi and she does like geeky stuff and I absolutely love it. Super, super cute. She is adorable and her daughter is like a little voice floating off to the side in a lot of her videos. You should totally check her out and she's super, super sweet. I will link her in the description box below. So those are my makes for today and my shout out for today. Don't forget, if you guys would like to be featured in any of these 25 Days of Christmas videos, you can send in pictures of your makes to my email, which is linked in the description. Well, you can copy and paste it from the description and send me pictures of anything that you're working on. It can be Christmas presents. It could be Christmas like decorations or amigurumi or whatever. It could be you're making a hat. It could be donations, whatever you're working on. If you would like to share it and get a little like, spotlight, we're doing kind of like a community spotlight. And at the end of this video, I will do my little montage with my music and Christmas music and show off what you guys have sent in. So don't forget to do that if you would like to be featured. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, guys. Bye!